everybody. Devil's Advocate here. So, seems like this might be my sign off. Probably not. But I do have to say that due to the development of recent events, I am going to have to start changing the nature of my videos. I have to alter my channel. I have to. I don't have a choice. Um, there are some really steep repercussions associated with me keeping things as they are, and at this point in my life, I can't afford to keep things as they currently stand. And I'm not sure if anybody's noticed, I actually have to start turning some of my videos into private mode. So, unfortunately, that's the position that I'm in right now. Obviously, it doesn't change my opinion. Obviously, it doesn't change my view. But I gotta do what I gotta do. So, unfortunately, this video will stay up because I absolutely am going to pass my opinion in this video, and I will not make it private, and it will stay up. What we saw yesterday, I'm pretty sure everybody was watching the electoral college, or the voting for the electors, or whatever you want to call it. This country's full of cowards. The country's full of cowards. But that's expected. That's kind of like almost known. It was almost like, you kind of crossing your fingers. Like, this is what I was hoping for. I was hoping that the president was going to utilize some very extreme actions to take control of a situation. But he took the high road. He took the high road. And according to the last couple of things I've been seeing popping up on Twitter and what the press secretary's been saying, it looks like he's gonna turn over. He's gonna give up a peaceful transition of power. And I knew something was up this morning. As soon as I woke up this morning, I looked at my stock portfolio, and everything was shooting through the roof. And I was like, well, that's it. That's it. Something happened. And Wall Street knows that they're back in control again. Wall Street knows that they're back in control again. And not to say that they ever lost control, but what I'm saying is that they know that with the current administration that's coming into office, that things are going to go back to status quo, as they were, so to speak. And that is exciting for big business. And it's just astonishing to me that there's so many people who do not understand exactly what's about to happen and what's going to happen. Slowly but surely. Like I said, this might not be an overnight change. This might not even be in the next couple of years. But it's going to be consistent. It's going to be persistent. It's going to be consistent. And we're going to see dramatic changes. Everything that people thought that the Democratic Party was going to threaten to do if they got in control of everything, that it was just, hot air, we're going to see those things happen. Now the DNC, or the Democratic Party, is back in control again, we can almost assure, it's almost assured, that they're going to put themselves squarely in a position where they're never going to have to turn that power back over again. So When we're talking about, oh, we need to just ditch the GOP and start another party. What do? What are we supposed to do with that? When the election was stolen in the first place, how do you fight fraudulent voting systems? How do you fight counterfeit ballots? How do you fight legislation and politicians that don't even want to hear it? They don't even want to have a conversation about it. How do you fight that? Doesn't matter what party you develop. Doesn't matter what party you're affiliated with. If you're not willing to put up a fight and fight fire with fire, you're going to lose. You're going to lose. What we witnessed was a party who was willing to do everything and anything to get power back by any means necessary, and they got it. Because the opportunity to stand our ground and say, we're not going to allow this, was squandered away. Because the GOP did what the GOP always does. Try to say, no, we're going to take the high road. We're going to do things the right way. All right, then you keep fucking losing then. You keep losing. So, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate because I want to see better for this country. I said there was a silver lining. I said if Biden's administration gets into office, my money looks good, but my conscience is not clear. My financial position looks really good right now. For now. But be careful, because like I said before, what I predicted is that when he gets into office, what you're going to see, it looks like there's going to be a huge spike in the stock market, and everything's going to jump up, and it's going to be followed by some very profound crashes. That's my prediction. So just keep an eye out for that. That's what I'm doing. I'm watching my portfolios closely, and I fully intend on reaping all the benefits of this shit sandwich situation. And I'm going to liquidate everything at the first sign of collapse. And I believe I give it 6 months to a year. 6 months to a year. Hopefully I'm wrong, but that's what I see coming. Anyways, fortunately, I have to take actions now that I was hoping I wasn't going to have to take. Because I said before, like, there's right and then there's wrong. That's all there is to it. There's right and then there's wrong. So, this platform, even though I'll use this platform to continue to, speak out and pass certain messages that'll have to be filtered and I have to watch what I say. But now I'm forced to have to start taking other actions. Other actions that I believe can impact and try to put some type of course correction back in place. It's not going to be overnight. Might not even be within the next few weeks, few months, or even years. This is a long-term project. Long-term project. Because I have a feeling that's exactly what it's going to have to be. It's going to have to be a long-term project. And it's going to have to be something I'm going to have to probably devote the second half of my life to in order to make the headway that I think I need to make. I was thinking about it last night, and I said, because I told you, if anybody goes back and watches my very first video, if you go back and watch my very first video, I explicitly lay out what my concerns are and what I think the type of future that we're looking at if things go a certain way. And I am personally trying to defer that reality as far as possible, even if it may be inevitable at some point, because it's not just about me, it's about my children and my children's children and so on and so forth, which is what for some reason I think a lot of people just kind of like they forget that the decisions and the choices that we make in life aren't just for us, it's for our kids. And we have to be thinking about what kind of environment and what kind of life they're going to be living once we're dead in the ground. So, with that said, um, I've had these concerns for a very long time, and unfortunately, it seems like the path that we are heading towards is the path that I was hoping that we were not going to head towards, even though all signs were pointing that we were going to eventually head in that direction. But I was hoping it was going to be later than sooner, but it looks like it's going to be sooner than later. And the only thing that I think I can do now is to take a particular position, and take certain actions to try to reverse course. And I had that conversation with myself last night. I was thinking about it long and hard. And I was asking myself, I said, if this whole thing goes the direction you don't want it to go, what are you going to do after that? What are you going to do? You could sit there, anybody could sit there and complain and bitch about a situation. But what are you going to do to change it? How do you change it? Sitting there and complaining and talking about stuff never fixes anything. You got to take action. So, I devised a plan on the action that I believe I can take that can help this situation out. I wish I could say what it was, but I can't. Because if I say what it is, then my plan is out there, and then it's no longer a secret. It's no longer a secret. I can't have that. It's just interesting, that's all. It's interesting that I saw this was something that I was contemplating that I would never really have to do, even though I don't mind doing it. I was like, hopefully things are smooth enough and nice enough that I could focus on different parts of my life and, never have to really think about taking any action or doing anything like this. But in the event, if called upon to take a certain action, can you take this action if necessary? Absolutely. I can and I will. It's a huge sacrifice. But sometimes, the world is changed by people who are willing to do. You got a lot of people out there that says that one person can't change the world, but that's not true. There are several instances in history where one individual has made all the difference. All the difference. And that person can be anybody who's willing to take action. Whether it be me, whether it be you, anybody else. Because the world is full of complacent people who are mostly passive by nature. And it's those who are willing to critically think, devise plans, and take action. People who want to see results and take action. Those are the change advocates of the world, and those are the people who actually get things done. So, I just told myself, if I can, and I know that I can be successful at doing it, then I should. If I can, then I should. A good idea only stays a good idea if you keep it inside your head and you don't do anything with it. But anyways, that's it. I don't even know why I made this video. I think I made this video just to tell you guys that I'm not giving up and I got a plan. I think that's the base of my video. I'm not happy with the result. I really thought something was going to go in a different direction. I was right about a lot of things throughout the course of this process, but I was wrong about this one thing. I was wrong. I think I owe somebody $1, as a matter of fact. I do. Owe my uncle $1. We had a $1 bet on who's going to take office, so I owe him $1. I owe that man $1. Can't believe that. But no point in crying over spilled milk. Move on to the next thing. And now that you know, now that I know, and now that we know what the landscape looks like, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? You know, I might sit back, observe for a little while, just to see how crazy things get. You know, I'm trying to remain remotely optimistic that the absurdities and the extreme changes are not going to be as profound as I think that they're going to be. So I'm remaining hopeful for that for now. But if I start seeing things that seem like it's going to take us into a downward spiral a whole lot quicker than I'm comfortable with, then I just got to do what I got to do. But anyways, that's my video. I'm done. Like I said, not really sure why I made this video. I think I made this video to tell you guys that my video content is going to have to change. I'm going to have to put stuff. I'm going to have good content, but I'm going to have to change the nature of my content. My content is going to be more neutral in nature. A lot of good advice. A lot of things that deal with personal development and problem solving and critical thinking skills. Things that I really think that I can still utilize this channel for to help a lot of people out here, and kind of step away or put politics on the back burner for a little while. All right. So that's it. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, be safe. Take care of yourself. Think. Always think. Use your brain. Until next time. Peace.